OMG, it's OTS. Welcome to what the hell? I don't know. Welcome to Off the Shelf. OMG, WTF, BBQ. This is Off the Shelf. This is the voice of Transformers Collectors Club Australia. Hello, everyone. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been on. This is episode 75. We're recording live on August 26th, 2016. 2016. I'm your host, Jason. Joining me tonight, we have Brad as usual. How you doing, Brad?
LOL.
Everyone has to come up with their own favorite three-letter acronym as I throw to them. John, how you doing?
WTF.
I think that suits you actually. Max, how are you doing?
IDK.
RDK? I don't even know what that means.
I don't know.
Oh, IDK. I think you said
I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to say to that preposition.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Look, so okay, this is the voice of Transformers Collectors Club Australia. We have been coming up with our own three-letter acronyms. That's probably the most boring thing we could have done this week. What else have you guys been up to? Someone go. For the love of God, please, someone go.
Not a lot. I've been gardening. That's been a lot of fun.
Listen, have you like taken your bots out into the garden to take photographs of them for Wednesdays?
No, unfortunately that would have been a really good idea now that you say that. But no, I was
He was embarrassed his grandmother to see him play with his toys.
As you're gardening, you could set up the Constructicons and like have them make your garden and stuff.
Maybe this week.
Maybe we'll see if your gardening streak continues for 2 weeks, shall we?
Oh, I hope not.
Okay, so gardening is apparently a traumatic experience. Brad, what else has been traumatic this week?
Not a great deal, really. We had the Pleasant Surprises meet up last weekend, which was good.
That was not traumatic at all. I was there. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed meeting a bunch of Victorian members from the club. It's good.
Yep, and drove home afterwards. That was traumatic.
I have to say, you put up some videos of it during the week, but if I may just talk a little bit about the Pleasant Surprises. I mean, one of the fun parts of the meetup last week was Simon's introduction of so you called it time forming, but Simon called it speed forming, I think.
Oh, did he?
And I think speed forming is probably the better name for it. We had a G1 Optimus Prime in store at Pleasant Surprises. The trick was that it was a KO, so it actually had the stiffest joints you will ever find on a G1 Optimus Prime, and so we had a time trial for transforming the KO G1 Optimus Prime. I think I came second just based on the first run, and then other people figured out how to do it and then sped up and beat me. But I was quite happy to come second I was quite happy to come second on the first run, mainly because like I've played with that toy for years. I know how to transform it really fast, and a lot of people ended up in around the 50-55 second mark, and I managed to come in at about 40 seconds. And then Brad just comes in and just blows me out of the water at 30 seconds. It's a fully transformed Prime, including the trailer, from truck to robot mode. And I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I could beat 30 seconds on that, but I kind of didn't want to try.
Next step, MP10.
so
40.8 seconds. That was yours.
On MP10. Oh yeah, 40.8 was me. Yeah, you were at like 31, I think.
31.9. So
that's like 31.
Yeah, 9 seconds ahead.
Yeah, very, very, very well done. Very well done. Most impressed, and that is why you get to wear the mullet of leadership.
Again. The second one.
That's
right. That Matrix has taken a bit of a beating, going around all the conventions, so it's good to have one I can put at my shelf.
Yeah, that seems good.
Pristine and nice.
So we're hoping that we can sort of turn the Speed Formers thing into kind of a nationwide contest if people are willing to submit a video of themselves doing it. Like, I'm a little bit wary that people are going to just like speed up their video or something. Just a subtle like 5% boost on their time or something. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how inventive people get.
I'm
Yeah, how
more
to do
worried about people breaking them or something. They'll be filming,
but if-
trying to rush it to snap. Oh no!
If it's payout, it doesn't matter. But like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this might be something that we should do at conventions. Actually, we can put a speed forming table out and just start like a leaderboard or something.
Yeah, and one of the big things is too not knowing what figure it's going to be until the night of the event or the time of the event, just so you can't practice. Because having people having the eye on you and then trying to figure out what to go where and everything else, like you'll see in the video, people are throwing the fists out of the cab of prime and they're bouncing everywhere, and it.
So even when they
Because
didn't bounce, like I still had to like pick them up and turn them around and figure out how to put it in the right slot, and yeah.
It was probably a good mid-range figure to do it with, but just because of the parts. A lot of people had trouble getting the trailer open.
I know, but like, so we had a session before the event to show
We
people
spent
how
half an
to do
hour.
it.
We spent half an hour playing with it to get used to it.
All right, let's move on a little bit, shall we? Off the Shelf is the podcast for Transformers Collectors Club Australia. The TCCA website is transformerscca.com. There you will find links to our Facebook discussion group, the sales group, the YouTube channel, the Twitter page, and of course, this podcast that you are listening to / watching. Brad, can you give us an update on the member count this week, please?
Something's happened during the week. Paid and Proud. Always have trouble with that. Paid and Proud this week.
You
Still,
named it that.
I know. Paid and Proud. Still sitting at 122 members, but our Facebook member count has jumped 27 new members this week to 1884, which means we're knocking on 1900. I don't know if someone's got a bug in the group that's just added a heap of accounts, but yeah. That's quite a significant.
We need to build a wall.
Yeah, maybe posting the speed formers thing out to Twitter got some attention. I don't know, but yeah, it's just interesting.
Yeah, it could be interesting.
Nice jump. So yeah, we're knocking on 1900. So I better start thinking of something for the 2000 member giveaway.
So of course it is the last week to get the August donation drive. If you're interested in acquiring free. Maybe almost free, very cheap.
Inverted commas.
Free toys for donating to a worthy cause. That is, of course, Transformers Collectors Club Australia. We put that money towards attending conventions, doing other sorts of events. We've got birthday bashes coming up for both the Transformers 86 movie and for the club itself. So yeah. It only takes $5 to sign up as a member of the club. It's $5 per ticket into the donation drive, and yeah, there are some great prizes on offer. Now, those great prizes are not actually in the run sheet in front of me, Brad. So can you tell us what they are? I saw an MP10 in there somewhere.
Yes, we got the Takara MP10. We've got Make Toys Nemesis Battle Tanker, G1 reissue Ironhide and Ratchet, mint and sealed box, Masterpiece Laser Wave. The Chug Rodimus Galvatron 2-pack, Cyclonus 2-pack, I should say. Plus, there's a few Combiner Wars figures in there as well. So
that Chug Rodimus Cyclonus pack, that's the Battle in Space one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the one that is recommended by Make Toys for use with their upgrade kit for Hurricane that comes with their version of Tailgate as well.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. So might be able to find some more use with that than what Hasbro intended.
Definitely, I've done the upgrade to mine. It looks fantastic.
Yep.
Nice upgrade kit.
Yeah, and even if you can't get it, it's definitely a better version of what it's used to get. So.
And as we alluded to, September is birthday month. Well, September is birthday month for TCCA. August was birthday month for Transformers the movie, the 1986 version. There's been quite a lot of stuff published about the anniversary of the movie. I've been quite impressed. I found a very, very detailed post on a website called flickeringmyth.com. It was something like a 5-page story. The guy went out and interviewed the director of the movie and Sort of, he assembled a lot of information from other interviews that people have done as well, but it was a very good sort of written history of how the movie got made and some of the decisions behind it, and some anecdotes and some accounts of things that went on during the not really the filming, but sort of the voice production work and some of the political movements and machinations around that. So I quite recommend it. Go and have a read of it. I might slip it into the show notes at some point. So yeah, you know what? That actually can count as my post of the week, because I did see I saw someone share that post. It might have been last week, but that's close enough. Max, you had a post of the week as well this week.
Mine is several posts. So throughout today, the topic came up of what color is Rumble, and obviously, and I got fairly involved in this. But the great thing about this is that you can never resolve it, because because it's just different colors and over different continuities. But it's just one of the best. It's one of the most fun little debates that happens in the fandom, so it's always a good time when it pops up again.
So we know that so we know that in Titan's Return, Rumble is black and red.
Rumble's
more
red.
black.
Rumble's red. Frenzy's blue.
So I'm fairly certain that at some office in Hasbro somewhere, there's a guy just sitting there just going, and make it red. See how people freak out. But yeah, you know what'll be even better? In Titan's Return, if they release the blue version and they just call it Rumble again, because why the hell not?
Just make them both different shades of purple.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's move on a bit, because we do have some news to get onto this week. I think, Brad, you've already switched the presentation over, haven't you?
Have now, yep.
All right. So here we go. We're going to get straight into it with something that I've got no idea about. Transformers Combiner Wars, Episode 4. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I've been on the podcast, and Brad, I was talking to you about this before we went live, but you very prominently proclaimed a few weeks ago, that's it, I'm out, I'm not watching these anymore, that's it, had it, you're over with it.
Oh, yes.
So with that in mind, what did you think of Episode 4?
It's getting worse.
What? But you've watched it.
I'm only watching it so I can have a discussion on the podcast.
So the interesting thing about this is I haven't.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched Episode 3 and I haven't watched Episode 4 either. And I'm not going to watch it now, because if I do, we'll get the podcast taken down off YouTube again.
You can audio. Let's separate the audio. Yeah, I'm not. Megatron's okay. I don't know why everyone is Combiner Wars except for Prime. Why he has to be G1 Prime. There's a Combiner Wars Prime. Make him that Prime. We've got the different voice, so just do it.
Well, there's a Combiner Wars Megatron as well.
Yeah, I know, and that's this Megatron.
Oh yeah, because he does turn into a tank, doesn't he?
Tank, yeah.
Brad, the thing is that Combiner Wars Prime is utter shit. So what do you want them to go for?
It exists.
And that but Megatron, the Combiner Wars Megatron doesn't look like a G1 Megatron in robot mode, and that clearly is.
Looks pretty close.
That's 100% a gun. Like when he's in robot mode, there he ain't no tank.
You can see like the trigger.
The hammer and that, the hammer and everything, yeah. Like,
oh, sorry, Mister. I know my guns. Yeah.
Well, the other word's a bit more vulgar.
Yeah, but that's the same. That's the same as his pistol barrel hanging on his back too. But there was that third-party company that made the add-on kit. But yeah, rightio. Point taken.
I think it's good that it's G1 Prime. Like, I'm sort of, like everyone, because I collect other things and don't just follow just Transformers. Like, I think it's sort of good for me because I don't get too upset about the different voices and stuff like that. So, like, it's pretty good to still see, a close representation of G1 Prime and Megatron, actually in something new for once. Like, everyone, always wanted it to be G1, and now it finally is, and everyone has a whinge about it. Like,
Well, we're Transformers fans. We'll complain about anything.
yeah.
True.
Hasbro knows what they're getting into.
Once again, we've seen combiner limbs not transforming and only acting as alt modes. Which
Yeah, but that's not bad. That's building up the suspense. Like, you know, that's all that is. You're just annoyed. You're just annoyed that you didn't see them combine.
4 episodes in, we still haven't seen Menasor or Computron combine be individual robots either.
They're dead. That's why.
The whole combiner
Didn't you miss that episode? They died.
It's combiner wars, but there's 2 combiners in it at episode 4.
Because they're going to make more. They're going to make more, and Victorion's going to get made. Can't you see it coming? Don't you watch TV? Like,
are you talking about foreshadowing? How did I know you were going to say that?
It's a revolutionary plot device.
No, I think it's going good. Like it's not as good as it could be because it's so short, but it's still cool to see.
I think this episode.
Megatron asking Prime if we're about to transform and roll out. I just wanted Prime to swing around his gun and hit him in the head.
Yeah, that was the only real cheesy bit. Like even I sort of cringed at that. I was like, oh, that's the worst thing to do.
If that was supposed to be the God Almighty built-up Easter egg from G1 or whatever that you've got to stay tuned to this episode to see, then epic fail.
What was worse?
Of an Easter egg.
That wasn't so bad that he said that. It's that then Windblade giggles like a little schoolgirl and sort of smirks, and then Prime sort of like looks back at her and she stops, and it's like, you're meant to be some cold-blooded killer. You just killed like Menasor and all that, but then you like act like a little schoolgirl there and giggle and stuff. It's like, yeah, it's a bit. That's just what made it seem real bad.
Megatron knows all that, even though he's been fighting on this desolate world. Before we know, like a day's gone past.
Yeah, he's Megatron, man. He's like in the know. Come on.
No, Soundwave's in the know, and Soundwave isn't in Combiner Wars. So,
can I just point out the setup for Combiner Wars said Optimus Prime and Megatron had been exiled. Yet here we are. We're episode 4, and here they are.
Yeah, we need them. We need them to save the day. Rodimus, the blue chick, and who's the other one? Starscream can't save the day. We need the original ones back. So.
All right, I think that's enough Combiner Wars for this week. It's about all the runtime I really wanted to talk. We have seen pictures over the last couple of weeks of the new masterpiece.
No, that's this.
The new standard of masterpiece, which is the Toys Alliance Mega Action Optimus Prime, which is basically he's like what is he? He's about twice the size of Masterpiece Optimus Prime.
He's a little
Devastator.
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger than Devastator.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson head.
Of course, doesn't transform, but is quite posable.
It seems to be all right now. Everyone has forgotten about that little topic.
It's because nobody displays Prime as a truck.
That.
But look at some of these poses. Like this guy, I think Premium had him up for under $200.
Yeah, 185.
Yeah.
I got mine.
And that's shipped.
Yeah, it's shipped.
I've got mine ordered. I can't wait for it to come, and the fact that they've announced Megatron makes it all the sweeter.
Mm. So, can I just point out, like, they've got all these photos of the figure doing like the one pose. It's like this person's taking
rotating
a photo.
cam.
Yeah,
the best one's
taken
Sorry, go.
I was gonna say, like, they've taken lots of. Oh, actually, this is a different pose. Have a look at how badly rolled up the posters are in the background.
They're folded.
They're terrible. Like, what if you turned up to this thing and they're like, "Hey, I have a poster." Thanks.
Well, imagine Hasbro turn up. This is a licensed product. You've got the license out for, and this is how they're treating it.
The best though is if you keep going down, they've got him doing like Buddy Christ or the Fonz, like with the fingers, like hey. It's so good. It's the best pose ever.
That looks pretty awesome there.
That's pretty good. If you keep going, yeah.
My biggest issue if this is a narrow waist. I just would have loved that
That's
waist.
not a narrow waist. Those are basically childbearing hips.
It's just so big, man. That's why it's so good. Like
it doesn't help in that one because the calves are pushed out past the hips, but If there's
Yeah,
anything, just stand
I don't really like the hip skirt design on that. Like that's quite a mess.
Brad,
really.
I've got an MP10 sitting right here. The waist is exactly the same.
God, how many bloody photos are there of this thing?
Oh, there's heaps, but you got to get to the pointing one.
Right,
Oh.
yeah.
And dare I say, it
Jeez.
all seems to be taken on. I'm not even going to say an iPhone. I'm going to say a Nokia 3310 because the blur. We haven't seen a clear one yet.
Yeah, we have. We've seen plenty of clear ones.
There's a clear one down the bottom.
No, they're fine.
So he's got the Matrix. No sword.
His
We'll
eyes
forget it.
light up.
So can I just say that's a pretty tiny matrix, and I think if I go back enough photos, my point will be made by this one.
Oh. He's got.
Now light our darkest minute.
Yeah, with our little fingers.
Wait,
Looks like Optimus
that's-
Primal.
Yeah, but
that's
how
pretty
big do you want the Matrix to be? I mean, come on, like
Well,
that's
it should be proportionate to him, but
Well, so
Yeah.
bear in mind there's supposed to be 4 finger slots on the sides of it, right? So that kind of sets the standard, right?
yeah, but can't it
But-
like change? Can't it change size? Doesn't it get bigger and smaller?
No, only
Yeah,
the
but
person
you-
holding the matrix changes size. Thank you very much. We're not watching
But
the
in-
86 movie.
no one
You
likes
can't
to watch
exactly
86
make a
movies.
physical thing grow in size.
But in its defence, the original MP10, none of the other figures hold the Matrix.
Yeah, those have to transform. You know, they've got all this crap going on the chest. This
And it's
guy's just a big
Alright.
hunk of plastic. He should be able to have a massive matrix and put his fingers through it.
in its
Okay,
defense,
I'm
It's
done.
got RC holding it.
I was going to say clearly we would all like to have one, but we haven't all ordered one.
these are just
My
John,
suppliers-
John, you ordered one?
Yeah, I ordered one. Yeah,
Very nice. Anyone else?
And-
My supplier's seeing if you can get them in.
the fact that you can
You
gonna
can
have
just,
that
you can just
and
order one,
Megatron,
Brad.
like that and Megatron next to each other, just like fisticuffs.
That's right,
oh,
because
it's
they
gonna
are
be
doing
so good.
they are doing a Mega Action Megatron as well, right?
Yeah,
In the next news story, so if you want to go over there.
Let's do that, shall we? Here we go.
oh, and there's another figure confirmed as well for a different line.
When you say another
Yeah,
figure
that's-
confirmed,
that's
it's just
next.
like you mean announced.
Yeah, that one.
Oh yeah,
We
so
got-
they're doing a full of Cybertron Optimus Prime as well. Yeah.
There's photos at next, better photos, but
What does like? I'm not huge on Fall of Cybertron. I forget what's Megatron in Fall of Cybertron.
He's a Cybertronian
Well,
tank.
he's a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Because I'll probably do obviously one of that as well, and that'd look alright, I guess, facing off. But
Hopefully. So this is not Megatron. This is
Yeah.
the Fall of
I'm
Cybertron
think-
Optimus Prime that we're looking at here. Is the next one Megatron?
no, if you scrolled back up, it showed the silhouette of
it's
Megatron.
just a silhouette, yeah.
Oh, is that all? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
sweet
G1.
there.
That is a very recognizable Megatron silhouette, isn't it?
The
Mm.
size of Devastator, like, he's grabbed
Yeah.
by the legs and used as a battering ram, a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's going to be so great, I think. Like, I don't care that it can't transform, because we've all got enough Megatrons that can transform into a gun. You know, so just a really good, posable, like, articulated Megatron and Prime is just epic, I think. Like,
All right.
Four
Let's
statues. 4 statues.
for their price, though, man, like, you can't beat that.
Statues.
You're just jealous.
Statues can't move.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
not a
they can. You get
statue.
posable statues. All the
Oh,
Prime 1
that's
Studios.
called an
posable.
action figure.
I'm calling it. Let's move on.
Alrighty.
Double standards.
Right, we've got another one of these same figures. Okay.
Yeah, I don't understand going with the Fall of Cybertron Prime. Maybe because the figure was so small and crap. But
There does seem to be a bit of an attempt to make that figure, to remake that figure in larger sizes now, doesn't it?
because that figure's taking a lot of design cheats or whatever you want to say. That like a lot of that stuff's added to it just to make it bigger. So it's not Age of Extinction Prime. It's a their rendition of Age of Extinction Prime that wasn't in the game. So.
Yeah.
And there's enough differences there to say it's not that figure. So, yeah, time will tell.
All right. Let's move on. So Takara this week, just out of nowhere, Takara Tomy Mall a couple of days ago listed their version of Victorion, which I don't think anyone actually expected this to happen, did we?
We knew they were doing something. We'd seen a design sketch of the head, so we knew something was coming. But
and the Decepticons.
They hinted it was going to be Decepticons.
Yeah.
Question: Did Takara do anything G2, or are they just very late to the game? Because this is screaming G2.
This is bright enough to compensate for all of that.
This is why they didn't do G2.
So let's talk about it. They've got some interesting names for these characters. They've got they've taken Victorion, turned her into a Decepticon team. So you could basically get this team and Victorion and not really miss out on anything. So there's Moonheart. There's Moonheart, Lunar Club, Flow Spade.
Yeah, Flow Spade.
Flow Spade might be my favourite of the new ones. Mega Empress and Trick Diamond. Now,
wow, these new Pokemon sound awesome.
I know, you know.
Can't wait to catch Flow Spade.
So here's the shot of them all assembled and all the teams in vehicle and robot modes. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Flow Spade does actually look pretty good, or Flow Spade, like the purple black car.
Flow Spade, yeah. You know, they actually
like sort of ninja mask.
In these forms, like these actually kind of remind me of a MicroMaster team.
Yeah. I was thinking Megazord, but
yeah. But yeah, you know, like it was the fan built combiner on the Hasbro side, so you know, like good on Takara for having a bit of a go and doing something different.
I'd laugh. This absolutely bombs over there. The fans hate it.
Well, who knows? Who knows? I think we have seen some pictures from people who've gone to Japan and they have seen Victorion on the shelves over there. So, at least they'll have choice, and at least it's a somewhat symmetrical combiner because they've got like the same limbs on each side and close enough on the cars on the legs as well.
Tiny hands.
Yeah, that's
no, they're dainty hands. Thank you.
Very effeminate.
They're very dainty.
Fans voted for it.
And of course, the fans didn't vote for this, but you also have to remember that, like Victorion, she has the high heel feet. Actually, I assume this is a female combiner. Like.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah. So
I just hate that torso.
That sword looks like something out of
He-Man.
He-Man.
The torso. Why do you hate the torso?
It's just the length. The torso should be down where the knees are. The
torso should be where the knees are.
The hips should be down where the knees are. The torsos are too small. Torsos are too small. That's why all combiners.
I
don't think the solution is to put the hips at the knees.
No,
I see what you mean. You mean like it looks like if they had pants on, the pants would be like up to your chest, like Urkel sort of thing.
Are you saying that Takara has given their female combiner a pantsuit?
No, I'm saying
this is the same.
If any of those combiners had pants, they'd look like Urkel.
They're wearing MC Hammer pants.
Yeah, right up to their chest.
All right.
It's the same issue I've got with all the combiners. Just the torsos are too small.
Fair enough. So in the spirit of the MC Hammer pants, you can't touch this. Let's move on. Okay. Why are we looking at Takara Tomi's Fortress Maximus again?
Why not?
Sword.
It's because they're high-resolution pictures. I'm pretty sure.
They're not that high resolution. This is a photograph of it's a photograph of a printed catalog.
Yeah, maybe this picture in particular that we're looking at isn't, but it was meant to be.
Someone forgot to put his hands above.
Yeah.
If someone can answer me though, in the picture, the montage picture, where if you keep scrolling down,
we need a montage.
Like this one. See,
the collage picture.
Collage. Yeah. See to the left. See to the left how Fort Max is holding a gun there. Is that just his leg cannons? Do they just pop out?
Yeah, the leg cannons.
It does seem like a kind of wimpy gun.
But they are leg cannons, aren't they? They just pop out.
Yeah, they're on C-clips.
I gotta
And
ask,
apparently very loose.
if he's using the leg cannons as guns and the Takara one's the only one with a sword, what does the Hasbro one come with for weapons?
More to the
Nothing.
point, if he uses his leg cannons as
Uh-huh.
guns, who's defending his legs?
His knees.
The other
and-
leg cannons.
He just stands on them.
Yeah, for a Fortress, like Fortress Maximus, he clearly doesn't have a lot of weaponry in the Hasbro version.
I wish you could straighten the fingers out, so you could at least use them as a sort of cannon, or
Yeah,
four
or-
cannons. Because they've got the natural bend at the second knuckle, you can't.
Are they meant to be cannons?
Metroplex have the same problem.
Because they got the same hands, that's why.
Mm.
So it is sort of nice to see them having a bit of fun with them in like a playset and positioning some of the different characters around there. So you can see Hardhead there. You can see Chrome Dome.
Twin Twist.
Highbrow, is that? Or
There's Rewind.
Yeah, Highbrow.
There's
That's how
Wheelie.
I'm doing
Everyone
mine.
look away.
Sound like a blaster. My first kitchen. Yeah, that's how I'm displaying mine.
Transformers get hungry too, you know.
Yeah, it's coming out in 4 weeks. I can't
Transformers
wait.
have feelings. So have you got one on order, Brad?
I've got the Takara one on order, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should have held
Smart
out.
choice.
Mm.
I didn't buy either of them.
Mm.
You don't have Metroplex, do you?
I do have Metroplex.
Oh, what are you doing then? You need to get one of them.
Well,
They look like good together.
do you know how hard it's been to find a place to put the box for Metroplex? I can't.
Yeah, it
I
was a
can't
big
put
box,
another
eh?
one next to it. I don't have space for these things.
Yeah, it does suck. I got rid of mine. It was so big.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. That's basically the news on Fort Max. So, TFNation. TFNation was held last week, and like TFCon Toronto, there was a lot of third-party stuff revealed. So we're gonna go through some of the stuff that was revealed and shown there. We might go through it a little bit quicker because we have seen a lot of it before, but we'll see how we go. So first of all, there's a Make Toys. This is a Make Toys combiner, right? Stain.
It's Shattered Glass Computron.
Sounds
Really?
kind of cool. Sounds kind of cool,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So there's a few Make Toys. Look, I've never had a Make Toys combiner. Brad, you've had Green Giant, right?
Yeah.
Thoughts, opinions?
I still think it's the best Devastator that's been on the market, but I never transformed him at all. So
I think
fair
it was
enough.
great. It was a
the
great.
quality, yeah, the build quality. What little joints I did move, a couple of times I did pull the arms and legs off to ship or whatever else, but it seemed like a good figure. It had a nice weight to it. So yeah.
So like, I've got Make Toys. I've got a few Make Toys figures. Like I've got their Hound. I've got Trash Talk and Cogwheel. I don't generally get a lot of Make Toys stuff, despite quite liking them. They are annoying to get in Australia, so if I was going to buy them, I might have to buy them overseas. But yeah, so there's another Make Toys figure here, which someone has kindly photographed half of. Now this is their black repaint of Pandanus. Now it's Black Zarak, isn't it, or something?
Black Zacharak, yeah.
Black Zacharak. Yeah.
Bad Bacharach.
Yeah, he's Black Bacharach.
Burt Bacharach.
He plays very different songs. So yeah.
Now I really want it.
So John, this is a figure that you've got Pandanus, haven't you?
Nah, see, because I was holding out because I knew they were going to do Black Zacharak, and that's why I was waiting to see it, but sort of sucks with the just torn now with the gold or mustard looking,
You don't like the mustard?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more shiny than mustardy.
I see.
So that's my only drawback, but I'll probably get it.
It's not even fun, like hot dog mustard. It's just boring mustard.
Someone's taking a lot
that's
of
it.
photos.
See, like just there, go back. That was gold. Like that little bit there is gold. Like if it was all like that, it would look better. But see that you can clearly see the difference in color there.
Yeah. Well, that's more like the full Cybertron dull goldy color they had. It's not. Yeah, that other yellow is the Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah, cheap, nasty yellow.
Bulldozer. Yeah, just Fisher Price single injection mold yellow, and it looks horrible. If this thing's $600 and it's
like Pandanus looks better.
Oh,
so
good.
like
Yeah, say that. I'm a bit over that. Let's look at something else.
another Dinobot.
Another Dinobot. Whose Dinobot are we looking at here?
Fans Project, so also a pain to get in Australia.
Yeah, they are. Well, so I've got a couple of Fans Project Dinobots, but so you know my problem with the Fans Project Dinobots that I have, and why I'm actually getting rid of them, is actually the mustardy yellow stuff instead of the gold stuff.
Okay.
I'm just not that attached to them. They're nice, but clearly where the G1 figures had like gold chrome, they've just gone with like a sort of a matte mustardy color, and it looks cheap. Yeah. Now, Fans Project announced a couple of female Dinobots at the show, didn't they?
There's at least one.
Now,
that's the Megatron.
This is the cross-dimension Megatron. Yeah. Now, I got to say, I'm pretty sure I remember bagging the cross-dimension stuff when it was first announced on the podcast, and I got to say, now that they're what are they called? What's their Optimus Prime? Their Manus Streaker or something. Now that he's out, Manus Striker, I keep seeing him pop up in photographs, and like I keep seeing him in like on people's shelves in the background. I'm sort of like, oh, that looks really good. I kind of feel like I may have to get one. I kind of feel like the effort that they're putting into these cross-dimension figures might well be paying off for them.
Yeah, like Megatron definitely looks cool there. Like I like the look of his helmet and stuff. Like, you know, he looks he looks real tough. Yeah, and it's the double barrel sort of like shotgun pistol sort of thing. But I really don't like the Prime. Like, but not to say it's not a bad figure. It's a good figure. I just prefer G1 Prime. Like that's really the only Prime I like, and I don't collect other model Primes. Like, you know, nothing against. Like that's it. But I think it'll still be real good.
Now we are looking at the female Dinobots here now as well.
So it was too.
So Fans Project has actually expanded somewhat on the original team of the Dinobots with the new female ones. We've got Ikara. Let's call her Ikara, and there's another one on the other side. Oh, maybe it's the same one.
Yeah, it's that one. That's the
yeah.
I think
one's a Velociraptor, and I don't really like the way they just split the heads straight down the middle to make those wings on the back. But oh well.
I don't like the dinosaur either. That Velociraptor looks really like it's got problems.
It looks like a female combiner squatting with a head.
Yeah, like the head looks too big, and then the body looks small. The fists, like the hands look bigger than the arms, like too big. Like it's all out of proportion.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, I feel like this happens a bit with third parties, like when they're working off something that they're copying or updating. Like they'll do a pretty good job. Like the Fans Project Dinobots that I've got they're really nice looking figures, and then they're inspired enough to sort of strike out on their own and do something, and it's like, oh, I don't know what you were thinking there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't know if it's the angle, but that tail looks too short as well. Like it looks like as if it's been lost once before and regrown.
It just looks like a robot in a dinosaur cosplay, and then they've got gold on the tail, and then just the mustard plastic on the head and claws.
I think it might all be that, but I think it's just different lighting.
It might be the lighting, but that looks like it's a gold.
But those front claws just look like comically large.
Yeah, well, especially seeing this is just straight up robot hands underneath them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something else. So, fans projects, Dino Roku. I don't actually really.
I don't know who
really
he
what
is.
that is for. No.
But he looks alright. He looks chunky.
Actually, is he kind of a skull
Saurus.
smasher or?
Dino King Combiner.
I think it's Dino. What Brad said.
Oh, there you go.
Dino King.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't care. Next.
Okay, all right, yeah, we need to explore that a bit.
My Dinobots don't combine.
Okay, now this I believe is MMC's Carnifex, which is
Overlord.
their Overlord, and
That-
that face is amazing.
It looks
Deliberately
very,
with a broken eye.
very
I think
diabolically evil.
I don't
Yeah.
know if the broken eye is deliberate, is it?
Yeah, it is,
You can
because
see-
in the comic, Impactor shoots him in the eye.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah. So MMC also has that's the only photo that we've got.
Yeah, because I think they're just showing the face. Like,
No,
No,
I mean,
Rick.
I mean, like, so, yep, that's fine. We've seen photographs of MMC's Overlord before, and to be honest, I'm kind of regretting not ordering him, especially after recent events in Northern Meets the Eye. So MMC also has a version of World coming.
yeah, he looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but this is the only bloody angle they've given us of him.
Yeah, it's not. Scroll down. There's one from straight on.
Okay, all right. So let's have a look at that. So,
Yeah.
I completely
Talk
lost the
about-
place now.
Talk about Will later.
Okay. So there's also a Roadbuster, and now
The fudge.
so this so this guy to me seems fairly clearly modelled on Death's head.
I was going to say it's Castle
Yes,
Grayskull.
please.
He looks like a hero masher.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible.
Emperor Zurg.
Yeah, actually, that's very true too.
Minus the Horde.
Just no.
No. Not for $120. No, not interested.
120. Shit. Yep. Fuck that.
That's about right for MMC figures, yeah. So yeah, there's Roadbuster. There's another shot of Overlord, and I'm like, every time I see a picture of the guy, I'm like,
Rubber
yeah.
tracks?
They
Surely
don't
not.
look rubber.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
There's that stupid thing. Yeah, we've seen that. We've seen a concept for that a while ago. That's going back. That's back when Bill was on.
Well,
I suppose a year ago.
Yeah. I think we did see this one recently, and we're a bit confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's something that's perhaps a little bit more relevant. So this is Ocular Max's. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Terragus.
Trailbreaker.
I think it looks
Trailbreaker.
horrible.
Really? No, I'm totally in for this. I've got it on order. Ocular Max hasn't disappointed me yet.
I don't know, his face looks like a gorilla there, I think. It looks like a...
Yeah, I'm sure. Like every third-party thing, they'll pack about 11 billion extra faces in the box, right?
Yeah, or just when they release a bloody Astro Train, you can get the face that comes with that. Oh no, wait, that's Vans Toys. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
Astro Train?
What the hell's that?
Looks like a...
I'm not actually sure.
I think it's
Battlestar
Mechanica from
Galactica,
Biz
that's
Machines.
Bane.
Yeah, Bane or Battlestar Galactica has like dudes like that. The little...
She's a big guy.
So
Cybertron's reckoning is here, brother.
So this is Ocular Max's
Rises.
orange repaint of Inferno. This is their grapple. What's his name? Gerda.
Okay.
Fair enough too.
No, I still prefer the Make Toys one, I think.
Yeah, fair enough. Each
still,
their
it
own.
looks, yeah.
Look. It's hard to do an orange toy. Okay. Ask Sentinel Prime.
Hey, it's all the one color orange. It's all the same orange.
Life is tough when you're orange. It's not easy being orange, okay?
There's a bit of black, there's a bit of silver in there, and having the see-through chest with the steering wheel I definitely like.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that chest, having the cabin there.
Yeah, windscreen
That's
wipers.
control.
Yep.
All right, there's a bit more of a closer look at Terraegis and at their Trailbreaker. I don't mind the face.
Not bad. Like it just looks, yeah, very.
It seems gruff. Like.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty appropriate. That is the back of Death's Head, looking very strange. I don't actually recall Death's Head being a transformer. Like he was a bounty hunter. He didn't actually transform.
He's a display base.
Yeah, no, he's just some dude. But then I guess MMC's making a lockdown, and they're both bounty hunters, so we'll just redeco that.
Ah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
All right, there's Will. Now.
Look,
he looks alright. He doesn't look like Will from the comic at all.
Yes, he does. He's only got one eye. He's Cyclopsian.
That's the measure of, yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, it hasn't happened in the cartoons. Wait.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't.
No, he wasn't. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, there's something I just don't really. There's something I don't really like about it.
Four claws.
Whirl in the comic is more spindly.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
What's his alt mode in the comic? Because this is
helicopter.
Sort of,
helicopter.
Yeah, this is vibing some sort of VTOL helicopter.
Yeah.
So they've borrowed some.
It looks like an Airwolf.
I've seen Airwolf. It doesn't look like Airwolf.
No. More figures. Okay. That's not
Galvatron.
No, that's Thunderwing.
Megatron.
Thunderwing.
He's looking good.
It's Thunderwing. He's got a fuck ton of wings on his back, though.
Yeah, because it all folds around him and he makes another mode. Like.
Yeah, we talked about this a few weeks ago.
I think
isn't that the ROD Galvatron or Megatron?
No, it's not.
Mold.
I think there's
Mold.
No.
This is a third party.
Okay.
Yeah,
what you're saying is it a third party Megatronus? It's not. That was clearly Thunderwing.
Another Prime.
So isn't that the Fall of Cybertron Prime, or is it War for Cybertron? I don't know.
He looks very samurai-like with his helmet there.
I think we're looking at a prototype.
Cybertron, Hades, Will.
Okay, so this guy is Scary Perceptor.
We've seen heaps of this dude now.
Yeah, so I think this guy's out now. I've seen quite a lot of photographs of him doing the rounds. Really nice looking figure. Nice robot and nice alt mode. So
very skinny thighs though.
Yeah, he's a bit light on the back of the legs, but
yeah, that's okay though.
Yeah, this is all Planet X. All right, that was a Planet X before too.
I was excited for this, but seeing the prototypes just doesn't look as good as what I imagined in my head.
Looks pretty consistent with what I've expected from it.
Yeah, that Perceptor's not prototype though.
No, the Star Screen.
Seacons.
Yeah, I still want these, but
Seacon run.
They're just small. I'd like them to be a bit larger.
Yeah, they do look a little bit small, don't they? And I've lost my place again. That's all right. We're nearly at the end anyway.
That's it. It's only this one.
And then Hades.
So this is already out as well. They're Leo Kaiser. Kind of a split opinion on this guy going around. I've seen a few negative comments about him, but I've also seen quite a few positives from people who very much like him.
I like the character in that, and I do like the little breast force figures like down the bottom there. You see them, like.
Mm-hmm.
I just haven't had the money to get it really, but I think he's cool.
Yeah, and we talked about it when we seen the prototype of the first images of him, how they're a bit different having the alt modes or limb modes facing outwards and not tank forward or tank back.
It sort of works, I think. Like, it makes it.
It sort of slenders him up a bit to match the torso.
That is what Leo Kaiser does, though. So.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're done with the news. It's been kind of a weird week for news. Like there hasn't really been a lot of new stuff come out, and what there has been a little bit unexciting.
Oh, come on, that MAS1 figure's pretty exciting.
I don't know. Like I'm finding it hard to get enthused about. Like it's a big, expensive Optimus Prime, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, turn around and look at your Devastator. Like he's going to be that big. Like,
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I've got a few Primes up there. Like, I don't need an enormous one.
Yeah.
He's a good price. He's a good price for the size figure.
If the Megatron wasn't coming out, and I'll admit I didn't know it was when I ordered the first one, but like just those two together is going to be worth it, I think. Like a big Megatron and a big Prime. Like otherwise, yeah, it'd be a bit silly having such a good Prime and never.
Where else could you buy a big Prime and a big Megatron to stand side by side? Prime Studios.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
For
$200,
yeah. For 5 times the price.
$5,000 or something.
No, the price
And they can't
move. Their arms are posable.
Hold on, no. These are 72 points of articulation. That can move its arms.
72 points of failure. 72 points of failure.
They're actually counting every notch on the ratchet joint as 1 point of articulation.
Yeah. Yep, I know.
I wouldn't count on that because I've got like a Spider-Man figure behind me, and that's got like 67. So it's really just a matter of how much they can fit in there on a figure. And for a Transformer, you know, it's got all these different moving parts. I feel like it wouldn't be that much of a push to get it up to 72.
Well, it's an even number, so it's nice and symmetrical.
There's 20 in the hands alone.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, not the way most of them make them these days.
No, I know.
It's still more articulated than MP10s, though.
Okay, it is time to move on and talk about some new acquisitions. So, Brad, you've got a paragraph of new acquisitions. So, do you want to start? Clearly, I mean, like for video viewers, one of your nicest new acquisitions, and I got to say, it is a really nice looking figure. Is right next to you on screen.
This is my new favourite masterpiece figure. I absolutely love this guy. For those listening, this is the Wu Chang, whatever it is.
At least try. It's Wei Jiang.
Wei Jiang. I don't speak the Spanish. Age of Extinction, oversized. Well, I'm just going to call it their Age of Extinction Prime because very little of this is the Hasbro Age of Extinction Prime. There's just so much more molding, so much more panels, weight. There is die cast in here somewhere. I think it's on the back, and the whole grill is die cast as well.
So I'm not quite getting a very clear picture. I think you like it.
I have no plans on doubling up on any masterpiece figure. I want the battle damage version of this, so I'm doubling up on this. It cost me $95, which is
quite a bargain.
Even better. The gun is pretty lackluster. It's hollow underneath. Actually, does it extend? No, it doesn't.
But it doesn't come with a gun. Hasbro one doesn't come with a gun.
All right.
No, you get Megatron's gun, which is a far better gun. I would have loved for it to be that gun with this, but you get the big shield and the battle axes and that from Dark of the Moon, and the the twin bladed battle axe, whatever you call that. So all the Dark of the Moon weapons come with them as well, which are nice detail, nice amber clear plastic, but just I'm in love.
Really, I'd never have guessed.
That's him. Also, these are all pleasant surprises scores. Got a base. I don't know if these are a KO base out of
So for the audio listeners, Brad just held up a polystone base for displaying figures on, saying, Not sure if it's a KO or not, and the Autobot symbol fell off.
Yeah. Oh, it's only a little sit-on peg, so I'll give it that. For those listening, it's pretty much the Prime One Studios base that comes with all their big mofos.
You just love your Prime One Studios, don't you?
Oh, no double standards here. It's nice. It's solid. It's solid polystone or something solid that's been cast. And you get the no, it's too heavy for plastic. But you get the Autobot or the Decepticon logos that go on the front of it, which is good. So
that is pretty cool.
It goes nicely. He fits on it perfectly. Yeah, I'm sure you can find other things to fit on as well. Power Master Optimus Prime. He's missing one gun.
Wait, why is he missing a gun?
Because he didn't come with a gun.
I thought you bought this new last week.
Yeah, I did. He's got one gun. He didn't have the other gun.
Oh, it's quite disappointing.
No, not really. I don't need it with another gun. I love sort of having this thing now, seeing some of the design cues for the Titans Return Prime, like your little gun seats, all that sort of thing. And for a 30-year-old figure, it's nice to hold. My young fella's been playing with it all week and hasn't been able to break it, whereas I'll get to something else in a minute that he has been playing with. And
I think it's worth pointing out that as we were talking about figures with 72 points of articulation, I think your Power Master Optimus Prime has 2 points of articulation.
No, wait.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So he's got 16. The head does examine his crutch, so there's 17.
That's not a
gun.
point of articulation.
His weapon articulation, because that's all. There's no. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't know he'd done that. His legs come apart.
He's done the splits.
Yep. So he's got about 32 points of articulation. So
he's got 5.
And he's a 11-step transformation. So yeah, he's nice. The only reason I got it is because I got the Takara one on pre-order. And it was only once
you got the Titans Return one on pre-order.
No, the Takara Gojinrai.
Oh right, okay. Yeah. On pre-order.
Yep.
So there's a new one being released.
Oh yeah, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. You haven't been on.
No.
Yeah, Takara doing a Gojinrai, which looks almost identical to this, but just better. So.
Is that not their Titans Return one?
No. It's been heavily remolded. It's got that cab, not. It's got that cab, not the thing. So.
Oh, okay. So when I say it's their Legends class, which is their version of Titans Return. Takara Legends Super Jinrai. Yeah. So it is that one. Yeah, okay. So it's not the G1 version. It's not the Takara version of that figure. It's the Takara version of the Power Master Optimus Prime.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I meant the Combinables one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. So that's going to go on display with it when it gets here. Also, gears. Need a G1 gears. Got that. Viper. Still one I haven't seen on the shelves over here. Wanted one of those.
You have, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I live in a city.
Yeah. Stuck on trains. Hasbro Vortex and Brawl. So my Hasbro Devastator is now complete.
There was quite something made of Vortex's colour scheme in Hasbro's Combinables. I quite like it.
Comparing it to the Takara one, it sort of breaks the individual parts up more. It's not just one slavering of dark grey, black.
I like it. I just like the yellow on him as well.
Yeah. Well, he's got his safety rescue missiles, so. But I love the purple on it. Nice big Decepticon logo on it. He's not bad. Brawl, I seem to have lucked out once again. He's got a chest that clips together. Shoulders a little bit loose, but that's going to look. These are all going to look good standing around me combiners. So I've got my Takara one in Takara in Bruticus mode with Blast Off replaced for the Takara, the Combiner Wars one, because that shuttle mode will not be combined on any of those figures. So, and that's me done.
Quite a nice little haul. Is that all in the last week, or have you been saving some of them up?
No, it's all last week.
Is this because it's tax time?
No, it's pleasant surprises time.
Fair enough. Also confused for tax time frequently.
Yeah, they're as bad as each other.
Yeah,
they really are. Yeah.
John, you have left the new acquisitions section of the run sheet blank.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm waiting. Hopefully sometime by the end of this month I should get Yellow Toy World Devastator, but no word yet. It's meant to be out this.
I don't really know why Brad's just put his
He's in love.
in his head.
Rubber tires.
Brad needs to leave the podcast early so him and Prime can go for a walk.
I think Brad needs some prime time.
Oh.
So you're waiting for some stuff to come in, okay?
I'm waiting.
Yeah. Righto. So
well, your goddamn yellow ones are getting built. My arms are still in limbo. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I muted.
It's okay. He's mostly armless.
Asshole.
And cheaper.
Max.
Right, so TCCA Gold membership, good, it's awesome. Got stubby holder and Decepticon car badges, which are especially useful if you don't have a car.
Yeah. I have to admit, I have to admit, I also was thinking in terms of the stubby holder. I'm not sure. Are you allowed to drink?
What? Technically, this is an Australian podcast, so anything goes in terms of drinking. But for the sake of brevity, we'll say no. But it kept a Fanta nice and cool.
It can keep soft drink cool as well, just as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I use mine in the truck to keep soft drink cool. So, Yep.
I can also attest last week that they do keep Jim Beam and Cola cool as well.
Yep.
Right, and then obviously the cool shirt because shirt. Anyway, got a couple of finished off Generations WFC line.
Wow, okay.
Almost finished it, but just need Cliff Jumper now, so I got the Soundwave and Megatron, which are both just purely awesome figures. So tons of articulation, really subtly built, and they're quite nice. I'd still maintain that 2010 Generations line is among the best that we've ever gotten.
So is that the deluxe Soundwave you've got there?
Yes. The deluxe one.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the only one I haven't got from that line. But that Megatron with some paint apps on it that had the Takara one, it's a great looking figure.
Yeah, I would go for the Takara one, but for us, it's like a lot of money.
Yeah, you look at nearly $100 for that for a Voyager.
Yeah, I haven't only ever seen one of those for sale, and it was like $150 in Malaysia.
Is he a Voyager or Deluxe?
Deluxe, but he's
Deluxe.
He's fairly big for a Deluxe. He's got some heft to him.
He's chunky. Yep.
Talked about these when they came up in the topics the other week, so I won't go on for too long. But DX9 Lear in twofold, nice,
nice,
little superposable tiny robots. And got in the post today, got a couple of bits of G1 goodness in a trade. So picked up a Shockwave, who's quite a lovely figure. He's seen better days, but for what he is, he's quite good. He's got some nice heft to him, so you can definitely see the appeal there.
Does he speak?
Is he supposed to speak?
I don't think
The
so.
electronics.
The electronics are light up the gun, aren't they? Not to speak.
Okay, I can't see a button.
No, I don't think he lights up, but there's definitely a sound chip in there just for the standard. Pew, pew, pew,
I think the battery compartment's on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, mine doesn't have a battery cover.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
Is that? Yeah, okay. Oh wait, there's a button here. That does nothing.
Are there any batteries?
I'm not sure.
I think Max just
coming undone in the battery compartment, so I don't think I can actually.
I was going to say Max has activated Shockwave and he is interrupting his feed.
It's EMP Shockwave.
Yeah.
Shockwave is not impressed.
Yeah.
So all the wirings come out of that, but oh well.
Okay.
But I did get my new Pride and Joy, which I was not expecting this to be in as great shape as it is, but G1 Ultra Magnus.
Very nice.
And
yeah.
Oh my god, I did a trade for this and I was thinking, oh yeah, it'll be in reasonable shape, missing a few bits. All it's missing is the missiles. It's complete in every other guard, and all the stickers, all the plastic, everything is just perfect. Still got rubber tires in perfect condition, and I checked the logo on the back, so it's an original release. It's friggin' phenomenal. There's no yellowing on the plastic whatsoever. I mean,
fantastic.
It's insane. I could have just opened the box and taken this out. And then finally,
don't drop it on your foot.
Yeah, he is pretty much just a prick. Like everything. Like,
I was actually just bagging Power Master Optimus Prime for not having articulation.
This has got leg because the feet don't move.
Yeah, but this guy has elbows.
Well, so he does. I haven't actually. I only just got him out of a box, and his hand fell off. That's great. But then actually, I retract that statement. This is my actual new Pride and Joy. MP10 Eva.
I was going to say, I saw this in your list, but you hadn't actually mentioned it yet. So yeah, okay.
Is he doing Gundam style?
No, he's supposed to be having a meltdown because that's how I've got him on the shelf, just sort of sitting in a corner having a cry. Because that's what the main character of Evangelion spends most of his time doing. But I mean, yeah,
Unit 1 doesn't sit there. Unit 1 doesn't sit there crying though. Come on. That's
but to be
Unit 1's a
fair,
demon.
But they're not gonna make an Optimus Prime in Shinji colors, are they?
Oh, I'm sure someone will KO it.
Yeah.
But he's not going to scan Shinji. He scans Unit 1, and that's why he goes purple.
I mean, so technically you could scan Shinji because it's just proportionate size Prime to Shinji and Prime to Unit 01 is like Unit 01 is the same size.
No, but in the comic that comes with MP10 Eva, he actually scans even getting Unit 1, and that's how he takes on the purple, and he actually becomes a bit bigger and takes on some of Unit 1's powers.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is that it wouldn't be unrealistic for him to do the same. Never same as Shinji, but anyway, back on track. He's glorious. He has this insane purple and green color scheme. I'm pretty sure he's a factory reject though, because.
Oh, do you not have the trailer?
Yeah, I have no accessories whatsoever. One of his mirrors has come off, and he's missing paint on his feet.
Ooh.
But he only cost $170 as opposed to the usual $500 plus.
Yeah.
So I'm all right with that.
Yeah, if you want a representation of the character, it's probably a good way to go.
Yeah, fair enough.
Speaking of $170, I ordered the Soundwave reissue, which was a friggin' wonderful deal. Pretty happy with that.
It's a good deal because he's both Soundwave and the 2 cassette reissues as well.
Mm. Yeah, the Hasbro reissue for 4 or 5 cassettes. I sincerely hope the mold holds up to a reissue. None of the other ones have, so
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Good luck with it.
When you say when you say none of them
No,
have held up to a reissue, I mean like they've reissued MP10 and there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
They've reissued.
Grimlock's got issues. Starscream's got issues.
They've reissued
had
Sideswipe. There were no issues with that.
But Starscream and Grimlock had issues on the original run.
No,
Yeah,
not as bad as that. Not as bad as what they got.
I own every Seeker, and not a single one of them. None of their cockpits close. None of them. Out of every single Hasbro one I own and Takara one I own, none of them can shut their cockpits properly. So that has nothing to do with the reissue. That has to do with poor design.
I know that's a Seeker design issue. That's not. I'm not talking about that.
Yeah, but same with Grimlock. He's just crap. No, that joint, like on his arms, like there's always gaps. Like even Andrew Spall was talking about his the other day, saying that it has gaps.
That Grimlock oversized one, is that from Yanji as well?
Yeah, Wei Zhang.
Nianji.
How
I said Wei Zhang.
How much extra effort have they gone into that, like parts wise? Is it just the upscaled one, or have they added stuff to it?
No, it's just upscaled. Like there's nothing they've really added, but it's built nicer. Like it doesn't have the gaps and stuff that like the normal one does.
Yeah.
I'll ask. Wait, John, where are the gaps on yours? Because I don't see.
No, this one doesn't, but other people have. But like argument's sake, right there, like where those metal plates sit. Like, and like mine doesn't. Okay. Mine sit nice and flush, but I've seen lots of people complain that there's just a huge gap. Like,
someone in the group asking about that with the MP8 during the week.
Yeah, Andrew Swell.
Was that the original one? Or was that the reissue? Because mine doesn't do that. Okay.
Yeah, his was the original, but mine's that one's MP8X, and that one doesn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quality control.
Alright, I'm gonna go with my acquisitions. I had a good week because I had a package arrive from Com Gateway this week, and then it rained for like 3 days straight, and I couldn't get the major part of it home. But there's some stuff that I'm quite happy about that arrived this week. So there's this guy who's a BotCon Fireguts Jinrai, also now known as Sentinel Prime forevermore, and that's terrible. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this is. So I've got the white version and I've got the Optimus Prime version of this mold. If I grab myself a Shattered Glass, I guess that's kind of it done. But yeah, no, Classics Prime, you have to love it, right?
Mm.
So yeah,
he's cool.
So he's the Fireguts BotCon version is not cheap, but I feel like it's worthy having him in my collection. So I'm happy about that. Got a bunch of Energon cubes. And when I say a bunch,
you got over 100 or something.
I did get a bunch of Energon cubes. So these are KFC's Energon cubes. They're the ones that come with their what are they called? It's the ones that come with their reflector. So it means that there's one that's like the compressed stack. There's one that looks like it's currently being drunk, in the process of being drunk, and it's just a standard Energon cube. Now, I ordered 5 sets of them, thinking that I think originally, like this was clarified before they arrived, but I'd forgotten. I ordered 5 sets, thinking that it'll be like a little pile of 15 Energon cubes, and they'll go well with the Fans, Toys, and Secticons that I haven't really opened up yet. And yeah, then when they arrived, they've got each of these 3 times 3, so there's 9 cubes in each pack, and I bought 5 of them. So I've got a ton of Energon cubes. So I'm gonna be able to spread them liberally throughout my display. So
and you know that the Insecticons come with
the little
Energon
ones,
cubes themselves. Yeah, they come with 3 in each one. So
I thought that was only in some of them. I've only opened one of them. I don't remember seeing any in there, but oh well.
Maybe
Something else that turned up this week that is actually kind of rare. It's not it's something that it's a part of Transformers fandom that I think we try to forget a little bit. It's the KISS players' Sparkbots. Now, KISS players are kind of controversial because blah blah, objectify women, etc. And it's that classic kind of disturbing anime, scantily clad women kind of thing. But the Sparkbots are kind of a different kind of thing. They're kind of like key rings, each of them. And yes, it's kind of a rare piece, and yes, I've opened it up. So, but
No.
these guys were not cheap either, but they are a collector's piece, and so like they're just these three things, and they transform into different animals, sort of based on their ball design. So, yeah, and it came with a CD and something making of a Sparkbot. So cool.
Tokyo Top 50.
Yeah, yeah. So I now have to live with the fact that I am probably on a watch list for buying KISS players, as someone pointed out in the comments when I posted this in the group. But I do think that this is probably one of the weirdest Transformers-related purchases that I've ever made. It is, like I said, they are quite rare, and this is a complete set. It's obviously not in sealed box. It wasn't when I got it, but yeah, I'm happy to have it because for me the KISS players are linked to my Binaltech and Alternity obsession. So maybe less Alternity, but so Binaltech went from being the sort of the 1 to 21 scale model line, and they went to Binaltech Asterisk, and then they used some of these as the KISS players as the bots that came with KISS players. So they did three KISS players figures. Then they did KISS players Position, which is a cassette set that I'm picking up this weekend. And then they've done KISS players Sparkbots, and so that's kind of it. And looking at the copyright on it, there's I thought there was a date on it, but there's not. Oh yeah, so these are from 2007. These things are nearly 10 years old now. So yeah, I'm happy to have them. And the other thing, actually, there's a couple of other things that arrived this week as well. This one's kind of big. I got myself a Nemesis Masterpiece Rodimus.
With knees.
Yes, so his knees have already been replaced.
Awesome.
I'm glad I didn't have this problem on my original Masterpiece Rodimus, but I was very careful when I packed him back up as well. So the knees have already been replaced, and I've been starting to sort of play around a little bit more with the world's smallest Transformers this week. So this is a tiny, tiny world's smallest Transformers. He's a shattered glass Prime. So he is a KO. Like let's be clear about that. There was never a real shattered glass Prime, but
Cool.
it is pretty cool, and he even comes with an appropriately themed trailer.
Yeah, damn. See, I've got the normal Prime, but I don't have a trailer for him.
Yeah,
under $20.
I'm not sure if the what am I saying? I'm not sure if I've actually got a world's smallest trailer as well, because this is kind of new to me. I do need to go back and dig out some more of my world's smallest figures in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Now
So,
there's
so
a
I'm
thing
pretty
to
happy
do
with
speed formers with.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know about
that would have some braking.
Yeah, no. Having seen the way people handled the KO last week, yeah, that's not going to make it through. Yeah, so that's my acquisition. So it's been a few weeks. So there probably are a few other things that are hanging around that I got as well. I did get my G2 Bruticus, but I haven't combined them together yet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that. Oh, I got a couple of alternators, and also if you look on top of the MP4S, there is the Xiaomi My Tablet Soundwave just sitting up there with a couple of alternators as well. So yeah, so there's a couple of other things I've gotten lately. So that's about it. I think that's gonna.
I was just going to say, I forgot to mention too, I've got a provider incoming. He should be here this week, next week.
Oh yeah, the Unique Toys provider.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, he's a nice figure.
I watched another review of it during the week. I was umming and ahhing whether to keep him or not, but I think I will. So.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to be us done for this week. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
All right, that's it. What is coming up this
nice
week?
And quick.
Anything coming up this week? This wasn't quick. Anything coming up this week? What do we got happening?
Last week of the donation drive. The next TCCA event is the 18th of September, which is the Bendigo Records Comics and Toy Fair. Simon will be there for that. Stay tuned to the group as we get some of these birthday events organised. We should have most of them locked in by the end of next week. And,
cool. They are coming up towards the end of September, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, that's it. Thank you for listening, guys. And you can find the podcast on iTunes. Head over there, give us a review. The link is on the website and in the show notes. And you'll also, if you're not already watching this on YouTube, you'll find that the podcast is on YouTube in video form where you can see us. And we'll hold up the items that we're talking about on the show if we have them in our possession. The YouTube channel is on the TCCA site and in the show notes. So, thanks for watching, Brad. You look happy as anything. Yeah. No, that's.
I've got this guy up with my Hot Toys stuff. Like he's on the tippity top shelf on that display. I am so happy.
All right. Okay, we'll see how you feel about it next week.
After I've transformed into a truck and break half it.
Probably, yeah. Well, no, probably not, but yeah. Maybe only if you attempt to break your speed record.
Well, there is a challenge.
Not with that one.
If the record is attempt to break it in under that speed record, maybe.
Yes. Okay, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, everyone. And we'll be back in another week with some more Transformers news and goings on with the club. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Good night.
See ya.